This week on the No More Late Fees podcast, Jackie and I are joined by Olivia and Maddy from the 30 Going on 13 podcast. Before our episode drops later this week, we want to give you guys a chance to get to know the wonderful girls from 30 Going on 13 with some fun games. Welcome, guys.
Welcome.
Hi. I'm
Well, this day has been a long time in the making. We're so excited about this that you guys are finally on.
Yeah, we're so excited too.
I don't remember if I discovered you guys on Twitter or Instagram, but ever since listening to your podcast has been a blast. You guys are extremely funny and kind of in the same realm as ours. I mean, your name says it all. How did you guys choose your name? And tell us a little bit about your podcast.
So Olivia actually came up with the name. We're trying to think of other names. I'm sure you guys went to the same thing when you were trying to pick for your podcast, and like they were all okay. But then when Olivia said 30 Going on 13, I was like, oh, if that's not taken, then absolutely.
Yeah.
And we Googled it. And then I think we did find like a small band from Barrie, Ontario does have that name, but we took it anyways. And so sorry, Barrie band, but
how we found out afterwards is actually quite interesting because we started seeing 30 Going on 13 stickers around the city.
in Toy Story font.
In public. They've taken their own like artistic license to kind of do a Toy Story theme. And we said, wow, that's so, I love this activism they're doing for us, this promotion. We love it. I don't love the Toy Story theme, but that's fine. And then we eventually were like, okay, maybe it's not for us.
It did turn out not to be for us.
It's like a hardcore punk band from a very small town outside of the city.
But a punk band that loves Toy Story font. Interesting.
Yes, and those two things often do
converge.
Intersect.
Yeah. And our podcast is pretty similar to yours. I mean, you guys have way, I think, more structure than us. / are just better overall, but we got to just chat about movies from when we were kids and try to weave personal stories of sort of that time and what we're like now. And it's you guys know, it's so weird to look back on these movies that you were like, this was so important to me, and be like, oh my god, this is so that's kind of the essence of our podcast.
Yes,
go ahead. I was just gonna say, it must be different for you guys because you actually grew up together, so you'd have these shared experiences, whereas we did not. We met in our late 20s.
Yeah.
So we didn't grow up in the same city necessarily.
Yeah.
So we have had these very different experiences, but it is crazy how much you can have the exact same experience.
Yes. And it's funny because we grew up together, and there are moments on this show where I've literally cussed out Jackie and it's like, I don't know you, bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know you.
You're like, don't remember that. Don't remember that.
The Parent Trap episode, Danielle was ready. She was like, I know it's been 25 years, but I think this might be the last time we speak.
Oh my gosh.
She was close to catching these hands. It was bad. So
that is so funny.
Yeah. I think it's, just because we met in high school. So we were almost fully formed at that point. So there's some childhood stuff that don't coincide, and something happened in the 80s. I wonder if Jackie really even exists, because I ask her certain movies and she's like, I've never seen it. I don't understand how. Like,
I watched Tremors on a perpetual loop. That is the extent of my 80s, and I think it even came out in 1990, but really beyond that, it was like Dad just watched Dirty Dancing all the time.
Ooh, love that movie.
I love that. You know what I found though, back in the day, like it was so easy like if you ever, I don't know, if you ever just kind of tuned out for like a month and didn't watch as much TV as you normally did, like for whatever reason, it's like you just missed an entire section of movies and now they'll never be part of your history again. Because it's like if you didn't see the commercials for them, or like, I don't know. I remember there were so many movies that I felt like I totally missed. Like American Pie, I feel like that was a dream that I had. I don't ever feel like I actually saw that movie.
Yeah,
I never did at the time.
I don't think I did either.
Like that washed over us completely.
But you guys are a little bit younger, so I could understand, because that movie was a little racy. So it's not one of those ones that I feel like slipped by to the younger audience to be able to watch. I mean, the guy did put a dick in a pie, so I can
that was
imagine.
Revolutionary.
Yeah.
That is true.
But it's true. If you missed a TV show episode and you didn't record it, that was it. You weren't going to see it again.
You're not talking at school to anyone about it because you didn't see it, and now you're being shunned. Like you're done. Yeah. I think it's slightly different now, but I don't know. Maybe kids don't even watch movies anymore.
They do.
Do they?
In different ways.
Just in a
like
different capacity.
Because they have like Twitch, YouTube, TikTok. They have so many other forms of media that it's like, I don't know. Okay, we were in that weird like time where like watching movies and like, I don't know.
Well, I was going to say like something that I have no doubt they'd have no experience of is like you form such an attachment to certain movies dependent on like, okay, my family owned a copy of Grease, so you better believe I'm watching that 7 million times.
Yeah, totally.
And I have like a deep intimacy with that movie that like they have streaming services at their disposal. They're not going to be rewatching the same thing a million times.
No.
But and also you didn't have any distractions. Like you couldn't sit on your phone and watch a movie. Like you watched the movie if you put it on.
Yeah, we've probably actually never seen a movie authentically, any of us, in the last few years.
Yeah.
No, I have to lock my phone away to watch a movie. And even then, half the time my brain is going like, pay attention. What are you doing? Pay attention.
Yeah.
Look at the screen. It's like so not authentic at all.
The only time I think I watch a movie without like being on my phone is for the podcast, because I take very extensive notes. And so I can't be doing anything else. Yet Danielle's like, I'm like, how many pages you write down this week? She's like, half a page. I'm like, I'm at 14.
That's a really good day for me to get to one page. The problem is I can't multitask in that way.
Yeah.
If I start to write, then I forget or I miss things when I'm watching the movie. So for me, my long-term memory, not so great as we're learning through this process. But if I just watch the movie, it'll stay fresh for a little bit. There are times where I'm like, no, this happened. So I remember. It's just the long term. I don't know what happened in 1997.
No, it is so weird. Like it has been like the podcast has been such an experience in memory and like looking back at how much you remember or like why you remember certain things over others has been very like eye-opening and like very like, oh, okay.
It's been like a science experiment, like a weird analysis of like, why the hell is Sandra Bullock eating a steak with ketchup?
Why do I remember that?
In my memory?
Like the pizza
I
that
have
they eat.
no idea.
The pizza that they eat at the paint club night. Why do I only want that pizza?
The edges of that pizza so clearly, more than my mother's face. Why?
I never even had beer before as a kid, and I was like, pizza and beer from Miss Congeniality is what I want that's my last meal. Like. I don't know why.
Well, we want to play a game with you guys.
Let's do
Now,
it.
since we are doing Miss Congeniality, everybody, that's our next episode, which we're super excited about. And we're doing it so we can celebrate the perfect date. April 25th.
25th.
Yeah. I was gonna say 21st, but
so we have a this or that for you guys, beauty pageant edition. So we have a mixture of actresses that were former beauty queens, as well as movies that feature beauty pageants as well. And you guys are going to tell us which one you prefer. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Excellent.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
I'm also scared.
I was getting so scared playing games in public.
So do I. And
it's
this
opinions.
isn't like a win or lose. It's opinions, but I am still terrified.
You can't be wrong, but you can. You can't be wrong, but you can.
So let's start out with our first. Sharon Stone or Halle Berry?
I'm going Halle Berry because Sharon Stone doesn't have any familiarity to me. Like, I don't feel a closeness to Sharon Stone. And her little chair situation that I've only ever heard tell of and like heard of in references. Not for me.
Okay. I hate that's the only thing I think about too, because what has the media done to our women? But so that's I'm gonna go with Sharon Stone is as a sort of like defensive, like supportive force of like political stance. Yeah. But excellent. I actually probably like Halle Berry more. So
I like that. We're giving power back to Sharon Stone through beauty pageants. Yeah. Hopefully it was a scholarship program.
It's a scholarship program. It's not a beauty contest.
Our next one is Little Miss Sunshine or Miss Congeniality 2.
Well, what am I in the mood for? Because LMS is so good, like crying, like such a good movie. Miss Congeniality 2. Oh, I do remember they have the dance with feathers, and that's fun. I'm gonna go Little Miss Sunshine because Abigail Brez was very cute in that.
She was.
I am so appalled and ashamed to say I haven't seen either of these movies.
Okay, and you're out.
Okay, I know, like Little Miss Sunshine, it's really bad.
It's okay. Just add it to your list.
And I apologize to you guys and the nation at large.
No, you guys have to you have to bully her. That's the only way that it works.
What's the next one, Jackie?
Michelle Pfeiffer or Oprah?
Ooh. Were they both beauty queens?
Michelle Pfeiffer.
That
I'm gonna go.
I did not take long.
I know what Maddie.
Oprah.
Grease 2. Let me remind you of a little thing called Grease 2.
Okay, but I'm thinking of Mish Fife from Hairspray.
Hairspray, yeah.
And she was good, but she was an evil presence in that movie. And today I'm standing up for good, and I'm standing up for Oprah. I guess Oprah's, yeah. Oprah was a beauty queen.
Thank God she has you.
I'm really giving power back to sort of a lot of different people today.
You are.
I am obsessed with Michelle Pfeiffer's look in Grease 2, which is simultaneously one of the absolute most horrendous movies I've ever seen.
Such a bad movie.
Every single song in it.
It's the best movie ever.
The music
is grating and is a version of hell.
Olivia, I will tell you, a lot of people love G2, and so that's sort of like an opinion,
hugely
like
I'm
you're
so
gonna get us kicked
have...
off the pod, and you're also gonna not attract listeners by saying
I know you guys aren't like a controversial Joe Rogan pod. I'm sorry that I did that.
Next one is Miss Congeniality or Drop Dead Gorgeous?
Miss Congeniality.
Miss Congeniality, no question.
Yeah. It's been a while since I've seen Drop Dead Gorgeous.
I agree, but Drop Dead Gorgeous is one of the unsung heroes of the 90s. I feel like not enough people showed it appreciation when it came out, but I'm glad to see a lot of people have lately.
I kind of want to rewatch that, actually. I'm a huge Kirsten. This is sort of like an underground opinion, but I'm like a huge Kirsten Dunst fan.
Girl, that's not underground. That's
I know,
top
I'm
surface.
kidding. Literally everyone loves her so much. Yeah, I love her to death and really want to rewatch some stuff. So maybe I will watch Drop Dead Gorgeous, but Miss Congeniality is the final answer.
Excellent. Okay, next we have Eva Longoria or Vanessa Williams.
I'm going to go with Eva Longoria, because when I think of Eva Longoria, I immediately think of Desperate Housewives, which strangely kind of has like a fond place in my heart, because I feel like it was one of those shows you'd watch with your mom on cable, like after you've done your homework, after dinner, like, ooh, late at night, I'm watching Desperate Housewives.
You guys are killing my spirit.
Yeah.
I was my 20s mom. I don't even know where she was when that show came out. What about you, Maddie?
Oh, I don't really know. Vanessa Williams is gorgeous.
She is
central. Maybe I'll go with Vanessa Williams just to be contrarian, and because she's so gorgeous.
She was great on Ugly Betty. If any role, like she's done a lot of movies and stuff, but as Wilhelmina, she was amazing.
Yeah, and yeah, I don't know. She's when I think of her, I think of like Gap, a Gap ad, like, you know, like the colors and then just like a beautiful face. I don't know. Vanessa Williams.
I love how you inadvertently gave power back to her, because her crown was actually stripped because she posed nude.
Okay. I hate that I'm watching the Pam and Tommy thing right now, because
I watched it.
I know, I did too. I am right now currently. And I feel terrible, but I'm so GD sick of people getting upset at women for being naked.
Yeah.
And then making them be naked and then calling them a slut and then friggin' getting everyone to hate them.
Yep.
It's driving me nuts. If I could be naked, I'd be naked every goddamn day, making so much money off my pictures. But
right?
And consensually. And then I don't know. Sorry.
Anyways, I'm one step away from an OnlyFans.
I don't know. Every day.
I don't know how many fans I will have, but
mine would be OnlyFan, and it would just probably be my boyfriend courting me.
Our next one is the movie Beautiful or Happy Texas.
Oh my gosh, I've never seen Happy Texas.
It's a funny one.
It is. It's really cute.
The two guys in the movie get mistaken for a gay couple who are beauty queen consultants, I guess you could say.
And then Beautiful is what's her name?
Minnie Driver.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna go with Beautiful just because I remember that and remember Minnie Driver. Yeah, I think that's my thing. But okay, I really want to see Happy Texas now.
What about you, Liv?
Am I a Martian? I haven't seen either of these movies.
These were very niche. So
yeah.
Happy Texas sounds amazing though. I'm so intrigued by that.
And it's Steve Zahn.
Yes.
And who plays
I forgot what the guy's name is.
You had me at Steve Zahn.
Yeah,
I
but
love
that
him.
Alone, he's amazing.
Yeah.
William H. Macy.
Is he in it too?
Is it William H. Macy?
But Jeremy Northam. Steve Zahn.
Jeremy Northam. Have you ever seen Emma with Gwyneth Paltrow?
Yes.
He's the guy, the lead in that one. Yeah.
You haven't seen Emma?
Okay,
Olivia.
I'd appreciate not being called out and
I
bullied
love bullying you for this stuff.
Don't worry, Danielle keeps a list in her journal for everyone.
Yeah.
I love it.
Oh, no.
I drag people. Like when people have the nerve to say, "Oh, I don't like that." I said, according to my record, you ain't never seen. And then
let me flip back to page 6.
Apparently my memory's not good unless it's something extremely petty. So
yeah.
I love that.
But you guys did a great job. Great job on your this or that. I do have a question for all of us. Now that we're watching Miss Congeniality, what would be your beauty talent, pageant talent, and why?
Oh no.
Oh my God.
Maddie, didn't we have a discussion of that recently?
Yeah, we did. Oh my gosh, because we just did an episode of Dawson's Creek, the beauty contest one and that is why beauty pageants are absolutely
top of our mind
right now. And we did talk about, what would we even do? Well, and I said, I'm actually afraid to do sort of regular everyday things right now because I don't know if I can do them, like hammer a nail into a wall. Like, I don't know if I can do that anymore because I haven't done anything for so long.
Jackie can attest that I don't even know how to do that.
No,
I never knew how to do that.
Change.
I didn't know anyone did know how to do that.
Jackie does.
Oh, wow.
I do. Yeah,
Okay, we
I
have a
do.
bunch of pictures that we'd appreciate some help with.
Does anyone have an answer?
I will go, and I'm going to be uber specific because it'd be really easy for me to just say trivia. But I'm going to say, if you remove all of the actors' names and the title of the movie from a cover box, I can identify it.
Ooh, that's a really fun talent, because then you can have the PowerPoint behind you and sort of like it's interactive. It would be kind of funny too, though, if you did do trivia and just like stopped and like your talent section was like a full Jeopardy episode where you're just like being quizzed
and I'm just buzzing
like,
in.
They're like, is this a different show? Like, what am I watching? It's just your talent section. I think my talent would be, I'm gonna learn to hammer a nail. And I'm going to do that on stage. One single nail into a small piece of wood.
I love it. That's great.
I think mine would be television or pizza based. So like the identification of like where a slice is from, I can tell you instantly, like this is a Domino's variety. This is a Pizza Hut.
Yeah, you are a pizza pro.
Anything television based, like say every single line from this episode of Curb Your Enthusiasm. So any sort of thing in the realm of like couch potato vibes.
Yes. Again, it would be sort of one of those things where we're like, what are we watching?
Is this a talent?
It's a new show. I don't know.
I didn't go as niche. I feel like I don't know if I could.
Can I guess yours?
Singing.
Jackie already knows what mine is going to be.
Is it singing?
Is it singing? Is it dancing?
Is it tap dancing?
It is.
Oh my God, you can tap dance?
It's back there in the old records. Yes.
Sometimes we'll just be standing in Home Depot waiting for my husband to like buy
paradiddle.
And then all of a sudden Danielle's doing some sort of tap while we're waiting.
Oh,
I mean, who wouldn't? You need to display that at every opportunity.
And you never know who's going to be at the hardware store because
a talent scout.
Maddy will be there getting supplies for her talent.
One nail.
We just went to Disney and we were just waiting, and I just started to do. People were like, "What the fuck? Where did that come from?" But yeah,
you know what? That's so impressive.
Well, we did it. We have our pageant talents. I definitely would, vote for all of your talents. Amazing. Very, I'm very impressed. So why don't you guys tell everybody your social handles so that they can follow along and check out your podcast?
So we are 30 Going on 13, the podcast. On Instagram, we are at 30 Going 13. On Twitter, we are at 30 Going 13. On TikTok, we are at 30 Going 13 podcast, where we get bullied by teens constantly. And then YouTube, we are if you just type in 30 Going on 13, and that's all. That's it. That's all. Those are our handles.
Wow.
Oh, and I'm Maddie Foley at Madaloons, and Liv is Liv Collect at Liv Collect. Yeah.
Love it.
And we've been doing this podcast almost for 2 years now, and that is genuinely how I sound every single time at the end of the episode. I haven't gotten better at it. It's not getting smoother. So
well, definitely hit them up. Definitely check out their podcast. And as always, you can hit us up at No More Late Fees on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, Twitter, and YouTube. And stay tuned for our Miss Congeniality episode later this week with our pod pals at 30 Going on 13.
And as always, be kind and rewind.